Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Taufadini Yaina, a Tbc from Oyo State, Nigeria. Today is 18th June 2018. I'm on another live broadcast. I've been trying to do this live broadcast since yesterday, but I don't really know what happened. My live broadcast of yesterday could not be accepted. So I intend to actually do a repeat of yesterday's live live broadcast. I actually apologize for any inconveniences that live broadcast of yesterday has actually which is o'clock Pacific daytime, 9 a.m. Pacific daytime of 5 p.m. Actual broadcast June 18, 2018. So, one of the blog posted by the admin that's on the only titled "This sums up what we are doing right now." I repeat, this sums up what we are doing now. The blog is actually a poster blog. But when you look at the blog is actually loaded. It's actually saying a lot about the TBC environment, about TBC community, what is happening in the TBC community, what will be happening in the TBC community, and every other details is actually in the blog. The blog is fully loaded. So I want to actually quickly go into the blog and analyze some of the things that was put in the blog. The admin has actually done a lot by putting a lot of summaries in the report. It actually sums up what we are actually doing in the TBC community right now. That's the truth about the blog. And I want to start by reading the first in the analysis of the blog. And that is what it says: the billion of dollars of digital money will be distributed by the end of November. It says billions of dollars of digital money will be distributed. We are all aware of the fact that redemption comes up twice in a year, every five months, and one has just ended June 15, this month, June 15, one has just ended. Admin extended it to June 15 because of some technical difficulties. The redemption is supposed to actually end by May 30th, but the admin extended it for another 2 weeks because of some technical difficulties and to allow some other members who have not migrated their coins to have the opportunity of migrating their coin after after their verification. So that's the more reason why the admin extended the redemption period till June 15, which has just ended. So another redemption period, the second one, is actually coming up in November. And that's why admin is saying that billions of dollars of digital money will be distributed by the end of November. We all know that TBC is a cryptocurrency, is a digital currency, and that is what TBC that is what admin is saying. And November is another redemption period, so we have an opportunity to actually from now till November. Our cookies in forms of reward, in form of gift, in form of anything that we can think of that bring us cookies. We have the opportunity of gathering them together, putting them together, and then collecting them and accumulating them together until November, when we have the opportunity of converting the cookies into ringos. And that is the more reason why admin is saying that billions of dollars of digital money will be distributed in November, by the end of November. So what this means is that every member, new members, old members, broadcasters, and the sent button meeting attendants will all have the opportunity of converting their cookies which they have which they have gathered together so into ringos in November. So that's an opportunity for everyone. It just goes to say that yes, we have an opportunity to start collecting our cookies, to start putting them together, to start accumulating those cookies together for redemption in November. That is the month that the window of opportunity will now be open for every new member that joins from now till that period to convert their cookies into ringos. For new members that join now, it is the reward, the gift will not be in form of ringos again. It will be in form of cookies. So when you join as a new member, you register and you do every other thing that needed to be done, you will be given the free gift of 25,000 cookies. That 25,000 cookies is going to be your cookies redemption reward uh, area at the back office of the Ringo Cash. So have the opportunity of converting it into Kringles in November. That's what we are saying, that yes, if you have, so you have the opportunity of converting in November, and what you can do, the only thing that you do is to pay your $10. That will give you the opportunity of converting the cookies into ringos by the end of November. So without paying your $10, you might not be able to convert the cookies. You will only have the cookies there, you will not be able to convert it. And if that month actually ended, and without you being able to pay your $10 wallet fee, and without you being able to convert the cookies into, you have to redemption period, which is going to be in what? In May and of another year. So that's why we are saying that we have the opportunity, all members of the community, broadcasters, the new members, and every members of the community that joins the TBC community now have the advantage, have the opportunity of putting together their gift, their cookies reward, their gift, their everything that they have. So that means also that we have another opportunity. Another one that is in that block is 25,000 cookies will be worth $2,000 by the end of November 2018. That means it's letting us realize the value of that 25,000 cookies, that is a gift to every new member that joins the community. And this is telling us that yes, by the end of November, that same 25,000 cookies that is given to you upon payment of your now convert it into by November. What to you will be worth $2,000 by the end of November. So why not? So it's just an opportunity for us to actually join now and become part of the community so that we can have access, we can have value for that $2,000 gift that is given to us. The only thing you just need to do is pay your $10 and get the value of that 2,000 ringgit. So by the end of November, the 25,000 cookies that will be converted to ringgit worth 2,000. Another thing that also reward system has two purpose. Yes, the cookies reward system is of two purpose. The first one is allow you as a person to earn the gift of 25,000 ringgos. It will allow you as a person to receive the gift of that 25,000 ringos, 25,000 cookies, which will be converted to ringos upon payment of your $10. Then another one, the other opportunity that it will give you is to also, it will also allow you to share the same gift to other people's, your neighbor, your families, your friends, your neighbors, your organization, colleagues in the office, and every other person that you think in the community to. That will still allow you the opportunity of actually spreading the gift, extending the gift to them as well. So they are twofold. Apart from that, there are other things that of having your send button. If you pay your $10, you have your 25,000 ringos, you pay your $10, you have the opportunity of having your send button on. You have the send button, you become a trusted seller, you have your send button on. Then when you have the Ringo cashback office on, you have it live, your Ringo activated. Yes, let me use that word. So that's the best word. Your Ringo cashback office will be activated. If you pay your $10, you have your 25,000. You have your send button on. Then you have your Ringo cashback office activated. From the Ringo cashback office, you can do a lot of things at the on every Monday, every week. It's actually, if you are in Nigeria, the meeting time is 3 p.m. Nigerian time, and for Pacific Daylight Time is 7 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. So you make it a point of duty, if you have paid your $10 and your send button is on, make it as a point of duty to attend the send button meeting. So it gives you the opportunity to attend the send button meeting. And additionally, your Ringo cashback office, where every other activities is taking place, will be activated, and you have access to the Ringo cashback office. That is one of those important things that we need to realize in high paying in the advantages of paying your $10 lifetime wallet fee. Another one that is actually stated in the blog is ever expanding. If you have been reading the blog, you will know that merchants are now adding TBC as a means of payment. A lot of merchants are now coming in, and it's increasing every day. The thing keeps increasing. The number of merchants keeps increasing every day. So you have for the fact that merchants are now accepting TBC gives you the total confidence in TBC. Total confidence that yes, TBC is already a spendable money. TBC is being accepted, and it will be accepted worldwide. Not in couple of months to come, it will be accepted worldwide. So you are certain and confident that yes, the community at which you are is actually a lively community, an acceptable community, and a community that is actually going to be the liberator of all human beings. So another said in the blog is the TBC is on a mission to end global poverty, starting with the gift. How is TBC going to end global poverty with the gift of 20,000 cookies? Let me just explain. Because when admin said it earlier on in that same blog that okay, this 25,000 ringgit will be worth $2,000 by the end of November. Admit the community keeps increasing, and the value of TBC, the value of TBC keeps appreciating at 1 to 5%, 1 to 5% on daily basis. And the target of the TBC community is 1 billion membership. So at the point when the TBC community reaches 1 billion membership, this same 25,000 cookies or ringos that is when converted will be worth over $25 million. Will be worth over $25 million. So what are we saying here? So if you are a $25 million holder, so you are out of financial poverty bondage. You are financially free, and you can actually do whatever you want within yourself. So TBC is actually on a mission to end global poverty. Starting with what? With the gift. Even if it is just only that gift that you have, and you are able to pay your $10 then lifetime wallet fee, your back office is activated. You are still, if you have the opportunity, you can be attend. You need to attend the same button meeting to add to the 25,000 ringos that you have. So even without adding to the 25,000 ringos that you have, you are already you are already a millionaire. That same 25,000 ringos will be worth over 25 million dollars when the community reaches the mark of 1 billion membership.
So that means as at that time, the community will be reaching the mark of 1 billion metaverse. You're already a billionaire. A billionaire, and if you are a billionaire, you know that definitely you are out of poverty. You are no longer in poverty. You are financially free. You can do whatever you like with the what you have. So additionally, another thing is lifetime wallet fee of $10 instead of those transaction fee. That is the only thing that from you by the admin. Lifetime wallet fee of dollars to actually claim a gift that will be worth over $25 million as at the maturity, as at the time the community reaches the 1 billion mark. So if you are paying, because for every transaction, for other coins, for every transaction, you are paying a transaction fee. For other coins like Doge, all the other coins have that are in the market, that are market cap coins. For each transaction, you pay a transaction fee. For each transfer that you make, for everything that you do that you transfer from your wallet, you pay a transaction fee. But as far as the TBC community, TBC is concerned, you only pay a lifetime wallet fee of $10. You can see the difference. There is always you can see the difference in the TBC community and all the other coins. So it is incomparable. You cannot even compare TBC with all the other coins because TBC is not even supposed to be a market cap coin. That is not built in such a way that it will be a market cap coin. It is a community based currency. It is abundance based cryptocurrency. It's the only currency that is pay a lifetime wallet fee of $10 to actually have access to variety of opportunities that you have at the back at the Ringo Cash back office. Variety of opportunities are there for you in Ringo Cash back office. You have access to every other thing that you might think of in as far as TBC community is concerned. So what you need to do is just to pay your $10 wallet fee. How much is your $10 compared to the gift of 25,000 ringos that admin said will be worth $2,000 by the end of November? That is by the end of November this year, just 4 months now. It will be worth $2,000. And by the time the community reaches the 1 billion mark, worth over $25 million. So what are we saying here? So it's advisable for you to actually pay your $10 wallet fee if you have not paid your $10 wallet fee. Pay your $10 wallet fee so that you have as bring you have turn, then you can attend the send button meeting. You can also do a broadcast. Yes, let me talk about broadcast. You can also do a broadcast because you have to be what? A broadcaster. You can see the difference between the reward as a broadcaster and just a member of the community with their send button on. For a broadcaster, each broadcaster you do is 1 million ringos. 1 million ring. So if you attend the send button meeting as a broadcaster, you have 1 million ring, 1 million cookies as the reward. You only have cookies different. But for each broadcast that you even do as well, you have a reward of 1 million cookies as the reward for broadcasting. So if you are a broadcaster, well, each broadcast that 1 million cookies as a reward. So it's even better for you to be a broadcaster rather than to be an active member of the community without actually putting in your word, contributing your quota, at least spreading the gospel about TBC. What as a broadcaster, what you are doing is spreading the gospel of TBC, spreading the goodies in TBC, spreading the advantage, enumerating the advantage, highlighting the advantage of the TBC community to every other members out there that are yet to be members of the community. So that's what you are doing as a broadcaster. You are actually build out your voice. You are actually putting up your voice out there that yes, this is the community that I belong to and that I cherish so much, that I value so much, that I know, that I am confident that yes, this is a community of like-minded people, community of one entity that is a full force entity that is ready and prepared to fight the forces that are enslaving every other every people of the world. Because what what admin is doing by having a mission to end the global poverty is fighting the forces of the world that is actually enslaving us. That is what admin is stand for. And if we have to stand if we have to stand in a unified as a unified force to actually as a unified community to actually fight those people that are actually enslaving us. So that is the essence. That is what we are doing. I say, okay, come and be a broadcaster. Come and also lend your voice. Lend your voice to the vision of the TBC community. Lend your voice to the concept of TBC, so that you can say yes. I personally, Bitcoin Randy said in one of his broadcasts, you need to say I am a voice, and I believe that yes, TBC community has come to actually end global poverty. That is my belief. I believe in the TBC, the concept of TBC. I believe in the vision and mission of TBC to end global poverty. And that is why I am standing as a unified force in support of the community to fight the forces that would not want us to achieve our aim. That is one of the during the other community that are already broadcasting. Bitcoin idea have been doing broadcast and still of than Luz has been doing. So we need to join forces with to actually do the same, to lend our voice and to spread the gospel, to spread the news about the TBC community. That is the responsibility that we have, and we have to carry it out judiciously as a member of the community. As a member of the community. Apart from that, the admin of the TBC admin and the top 10 leaders with along with Bitcoin Rally has said that the leaders that we have, they are not enough now. They are no longer enough now to actually spread the goodies, to actually spread TBC. We need more leaders. And how are we going to identify more leaders in the community rather than for every other person to come out as a broadcaster and do a broadcast, so that at least you can also tell us, you can also showcase your talent, what you are, the stuff you are made of. You can also showcase it. You can tell the people of the world, this is who I am. That's why we need more leaders in the community, and we require you to actually come out there to have to do broadcast, and so that you can be part of the leaders in the community, because we actually the opportunity has been opened for every one of us to come out there and tell the world that yes, I'm also a leader and I can, this is the stuff I'm made of. You can come out, and the TBC admin will appreciate the fact that a lot of other people are coming out apart from those 10 top leaders and Bitcoin Randy, Dan Lewis, and the rest. Apart from them, we still need more. We need more people to come out and do the same thing that the top 10 leaders are doing, the same thing that Bitcoin Randis are doing. Bitcoin Randis has already said it that yes, he is no longer the only voice of TBC. So there are other voices of TBC. So it's one of the voices of TBC now. And we still need other voices. We need other voices of TBC. So that's why we need so many people to come out there and do a broadcast. In the broadcast, you have 48 slots, 48 slots per day. And you even have a sub slot, which is also 48, making it 96 slots per day. So if every one of us can actually take a slot per day, and so that we at least we can, everybody, what you have to say will be different from what I have to say, even if you are saying the same thing. It goes a long way to actually get people convinced about the community, because we need people to understand the concept of the community. We need more and more people to key in to the concept by by our way of convincing them to understand what TBC so what the mission of TBC is and the contribution we need to a lot of readings, and you still have explanation that follows your reading, then it goes a long way to convince people to be part of the community. So we need more leaders in the community. I'm using this opportunity to tell everybody out there that has their set button on, that has every other thing that is following the blog on daily basis, to also make it a point of duty to do to do broadcast. If not on daily basis, it should be on weekly basis or at random. At least let's join those other ones that are already in the community that are doing the broadcast. I think that is what we need to do. We have a responsibility to the admin. Admin has already done majorly what their own responsibility to the community. So we also have a responsibility to the admin. We have a responsibility to the community. We must see as ourselves as contributing to the development and to the growth of the community, because as we do broadcast, we get to a lot of people are actually watching, and they can actually be part of the community and become a member of the community, become a broadcaster as well. So that is the assignment that each and every one of us has. That is the responsibility that we have. We don't have any other. The first major responsibility is for us to spread the good news, to spread the gift, share the gift out. Don't be the only person enjoying the gift. Get the part of the gift, share it to them, let them have it. We need a lot of members in the community. We still have a long way to go as far as the TBC community is concerned. Presently, we have over 3 million members, and our target, our focus is 1 billion membership. So that means we still need to bring in a lot of people out there. A lot of people are still out there they are just hearing of TBC. They don't know much about the TBC community. We need to let them know. We need to let them come, realize the fact that what they are missing as a person, as an individual, because the vision and mission of TBC is to end poverty globally. So it is a responsibility for every TBCian listening to this video, that is watching this video now, that they have to spread the news. They have to spread the gospel about TBC. We need people out there to be part of the community, and they have a responsibility as a TBCian, as a trusted seller, to actually do broadcast, on daily basis, either weekly or at random. At least make sure that you are lending your voice to the other voices that are doing broadcast. That is the responsibility that we have. I think I've said a lot about the blog. You can also go to the blog and read. You can also go to the blog and read the one I just analyzed to you. The title of that blog is "This Sums Up What We Are Doing Right Now." That's the title of the blog. You can go and read. It's actually a poster blog, so it's just the summary of what is presently going on in the TBC community, as summarized by admin. So until when I come back again for another live broadcast, I still remain yours sincerely, Taufik Adeniyi Ayinla. God bless you. Cheers.